Alright folks, now I'm going to show you how you can install OBS Studio, which is a really powerful desktop capturing tool, really popular for recording your desktop, really popular for streaming, things like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to navigate yourself over to obsproject.com. You're going to get this homepage screen here, and then you just click on the specific operating system that you're using. Most of you are going to be using either Windows or Mac, so you click it and you install it. Now, when you run OBS for the first time, it's going to run an auto configuration wizard. So on the first window, I want you to set it to the middle option that says optimize just for recording, and then hit next. Base canvas resolution, set it to 1920 by 1080, which is what it should be by default, but set your FPS to 30. And then finally, on the last window, you just hit apply settings. You won't need to make any changes there. Okay, now that you have OBS installed, it's time for us to begin putting in the correct settings that I want for you guys for your recordings. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to File, you're going to go to Settings, and you are going to go to Output. And what we are interested is this recording panel here. So recording path, set it to whatever it is that you want. I just have mine set to the default directory that it sets it to. This is where your recordings are going to be stored. Put it somewhere that's going to be easy for you to remember, easy for you to access, but you can always check where the recordings are saved by just going to settings and going to output and taking a look at the recording path, and it'll tell you where to go. But you can set it to wherever you want. Recording quality can stay high quality, medium file size. That's totally fine. Now for the recording format, I can't open up the drop down because I'm currently recording this using OBS, but you will be able to select a drop down menu. Yours will by default say MKV. I need you to change MKV to MP4. All right. And that's all I need you to do. Then you're going to hit OK. Your scene panel and your sources panel are both going to be blank. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit this plus here that says add for scenes. And I would just call it presentation. All right, hit enter. And there you go. It'll create a presentation option and scenes. Then you're going to go to sources. What I want you to do again is hit the plus, say display capture. And then here, I want you to call this presentation display. Then you just hit OK. And what this does is it shows you how many displays you have, or desktops. And this is usually dependent on how many monitors you've got. So once you've selected the one that you want, then you just hit OK. And then finally, the last thing I'm going to show you is how to set up a webcam, because of course, I'm going to need to be able to see you when you do your presentation. So we're going to go back to the Add Sources button, a little plus here, and click that. Hit Video Capture Device. Now, you're going to create a new one, and you can call it whatever you want, webcam. I've already got an existing one there that says webcam, so I am just going to go ahead and click on that one. And then there you go. It automatically sets up the webcam. Now I'm going to grab this top right corner here and drag it down to the position that I want it. Let's say that's fine. You can drag it around and put it on whatever side you want. And then if you want to constrict it without if you want to crop the scene without changing the proportions, you'll press your Alt button. There you go. While you drag around your mouse, and that will constrict the scene thusly. So there you go. That's how you use OBS. The final thing that I'm going to show you here is, let's open up a PowerPoint presentation. Essentially what you want is to place your webcam somewhere where it doesn't block off a large amount of your presentation. Blocking it off a little bit is going to be inevitable. There's not that much that we're going to be able to do about that, but because obviously I'll be able to tell what's on the slide for the most part. If a little corner of it is taken off, that's no problem. And that's one of the things about this being an online class, is that's just something that we're going to have to live with. But that is it, folks. I encourage you to give it a try if you think that you're tech savvy. I think that I made it pretty easy. There's a bunch of different tutorials and things like that for using OBS online. Like I said, there's a million different kinds of applications for it. It's really, really useful for desktop capturing. But If you've got any questions about it, let me know. If you find that it's difficult to use or that you're totally unable to use it, then I would probably suggest trying something else. All right, cool. Take it easy, guys.